Hello, everybody. Welcome back to I'll Read What She's Reading. I'm Reggie.
I'm Mikayla.
And I'm Kennedy.
Today, this is a long overdue episode. We're going to chat about all things Kindles. So we're going to share, Mikayla, as you guys have heard, she does not have a Kindle, but this episode might convince her to get one. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. So we're going to be sharing with you guys a little bit of like the Kindles that we have, a little bit about Kindle Unlimited and some of the books they offer and some of our favorite books on the app.
Which you guys are in for a real treat because there are so many books on Kindle Unlimited. At least all of these books that we mentioned are included in Kindle Unlimited. At the time we're recording this, I do know sometimes Kindle will they'll add a book for a month and then they'll take it off. So if it's not on there when you're listening to it, it's because they must have taken it off. But as of right now, all the books we're talking about are on there.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that I have on my list to talk about have been on there for a while. So I would guess that they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But that's not guaranteed. So let's jump right on into it. You have an older Kindle.
My Kindle is from 2014. My mom gave it to me for free. And honestly, it works totally fine. Works great. Love it. I don't see myself buying a new one because I don't have to pay to get rid of ads.
See, I think I didn't know this until after I got my Kindle. That you can buy ones that don't have ads on. Like mine doesn't have ads. But when my husband bought it for me, he's like, I don't remember it saying anything about it having ads or not on it. So I don't know.
My sister's has ads.
Yeah. So I have the Paperwhite. I haven't seen any ads on it. So I'm guessing I got the ad-free one. So one of my friends was wanting to get a Kindle. She was asking about how many gigabytes she should get. But here's the thing. One, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can't like store all the books on your Kindle for forever. You can only borrow so many at a time. I don't feel like the books take up very much space. So like mine is like 120 something gigabytes, but I think it would take so many books for me to be able to fill that. So if you're wanting to like not spend a lot on a Kindle, I would recommend, I don't really think you need one with a ton of gigabytes on it personally. I've also heard that if you buy a kid's Kindle, like it literally is no different than a regular one. It's just, they just put the word like kids on there. I think it maybe has I know it has no ads and maybe it's a little bit smaller. I can't remember, but a lot of people have been posting TikToks saying the best way to get a Kindle is by maybe getting the kids Kindle because it's cheaper.
Okay.
And it doesn't have ads. So I wish I could tell you like all the different Kindles and what's best, but I've literally only had the Paperwhite and I'm obsessed with it and I love it. So just throwing that out there before we begin. But yeah, we're going to share some of the things that are available on Kindle Unlimited. Now, you can buy whatever book you want for your Kindle and buy it as a separate price. Kindle Unlimited is a subscription, which I believe is $11.99 a month.
Yes.
And they sometimes have like deals and stuff. Like when I signed up for Kindle Unlimited, I got my first 3 months for like $1. And I think when you buy a Kindle, you get your first month free or something like that. So
pretty inexpensive for the amount of books that we're about to talk about that are included with a membership. I will also say a lot of the times if you buy a Kindle and you want to read exclusively on a Kindle, I would say at least half the time, maybe even more, they are cheaper to buy on your Kindle than a physical copy.
yeah.
So
Also, if you use the Libby app, you can download any books you borrow from the Libby app onto your Kindle. So that's one thing that's really nice too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. And Mikayla looked through, she doesn't have a Kindle, but she did look on Kindle Unlimited to see like some books that she's read before that are available on there. So she is contributing to this episode.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here like,
who wants to go first and share?
Mikayla, you go first.
okay. As I was, scrolling through Kindle Unlimited, I saw Kindle Unlimited that I don't have. I saw Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. It is trial. How do you say 3 books?
Trilogy?
Trilogy. I was gonna say triology. I don't know why. Trilogy. But did I say by V. Schwab?
Yeah.
And I have read those, and I think they're pretty dang good. So take a look at those.
Those suckers are on my fall TBR.
Yay!
Mhm.
And now you can get them instantly.
I mean, I already have the books, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were on Kindle Unlimited, but
That's what's so tricky is it's like anytime I want to buy a book, I'm like, wait, I gotta pull this up and see if I can get it for free first. Or like include it in my membership. So yeah. You guys probably have these books on your list, but I'm gonna kick it off and I'm gonna steal it. All of Carissa Broadbent's books are on Kindle Unlimited. And if you guys didn't already know, she's the best. Okay? You got the Daughter of No Worlds series on there, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, The Vampire Conqueror, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. All her books, I just love them to death. So if you're looking for fantasy, she's on there. And I've just added her new book that's coming out in November to my library to have it instantly downloaded when it comes available on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, I love that all of her stuff is there.
another thing that's cool, sometimes, not every time, books that are included with Kindle Unlimited are also included with your Audible membership. This doesn't happen always, but I'm currently going through the Daughter of No World series, and it's available on Kindle and Audible, so it's nice because I can hybrid read for free. So if it's on Kindle Unlimited, sometimes it's on Audible, not always, but check into it.
On Libby, it's also instantly downloadable. Unlimited
Ooh.
copies from my library I have.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's not a very you're talking Daughter of No Worlds. It's not, for some reason, a lot of people don't talk about it. It's not
It's
super
not
well
talked about
known.
enough,
Hmm.
in
Interesting.
my opinion.
This book, however, that I'm about to say that's on Kindle Unlimited, we talked about a lot. It actually was a book club book of ours, and that is The Shepherd King Duology by Rachel Gillig. The first one is One Dark Window, and all 3 of us were so obsessed with this book. The magic system is incredible. The setting is perfect for fall, so this would be a great book to put on your fall TBR, and I think you guys would love it. If you haven't already read it, go read it and then go listen to our One Dark Window episode.
I agree.
Highly recommend.
Another one that I saw, here's the thing. I've only read / listened to the first book in this series. Take my opinion with a grain of salt when it comes to this. I was there purely for the entertainment factor, not necessarily for the writing and the storyline. But it's Zodiac Academy by it's by 2 authors. It's by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valentine. Valentine. I haven't read any of the other ones, but I think they're all on Kindle Unlimited, right? Yeah. It's definitely different from, I feel like, some of the things that I've read, which I think is makes it more fun. I had no idea what I was getting into when I started it, and it was very surprising. So,
What did you rate that? What did you rate the first one?
I think I rated it 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We've had people beg us to read Zodiac Academy before. So,
Yeah, someone commented and was like, trust the process. And I was like, okay.
I am going to trust the process. And the fact that they're all on Kindle Unlimited honestly might have bumped it up in my TBR. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I necessarily want to buy them all because there's 8 books? 7 or 8?
I think there's a lot.
Anyway, I didn't necessarily want to buy them all, but the fact that they're on Kindle Unlimited.
Good selling point.
I mean, that book is also on my fall TBR. So I guess my fall TBR is just Kindle Unlimited.
I'm looking to see how many books there are.
I think there's 7 or 8. Because I think there's a book for every zodiac sign.
There's 9.
Maybe there's not a book for every zodiac sign. Maybe I just made that up.
There's my 9, but there's like a bunch of novellas.
I will not be reading those.
I won't either. So 9 books in the Zodiac Academy that I can see.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited to embark on that journey.
It will be definitely different.
All right. Wait, it's Mikayla's turn?
No, she just went.
Oh, duh. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this one, so I'm going to throw it out there. Did you guys see that? Never by Jessa
What?
Hastings is on Kindle Unlimited now. Yeah.
What about Magnolia Parks? No?
I don't think it is. I can hurry and check.
Oh, that's
if
a good
Magnolia
one.
Parks is. It's not. It's just
That's a
never.
good one. That's a good one to read.
Yeah.
Not the best book I've ever read, but that's a good one to read with zero financial what's the word I'm looking for?
Purchase?
like
Commitment.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's fairly new on there, I want to say. So that means the second one will probably pop up on there at some point.
I don't think she has even started writing it, but
Oh, hasn't she? Has she not?
No,
She
Why did I think she had started
I
it?
think she's either halfway through the second Never book, but also she's almost finished with another book that has nothing to do with Magnolia Parks.
Yeah. Her new series.
Yeah.
You can also switch back and forth between reading the Kindle book and listening to the Audible audiobook.
Great.
So
Love
and
that
that's
for
what's
you
cool.
guys.
So with some of these books, and I'll make sure like in the ones that I share, I make sure to share this, but you kind of like Kennedy was saying, you can kind of like hybrid read it. So I know that, for example, Layla by Colleen Hoover, I think that's still on there on Kindle Unlimited. When I first read that, I remember I read the whole thing in a day because I sat down and I would read it, and then I got up and I went to go I'd go fold some laundry or something, and I just like put my AirPods in, listen to it, and it picks up exactly like right at the same sentence that you left off at, which is really cool. So Colleen Hoover has a lot of books on there as well, now that I said that. So
Okay. I'm going to, well, actually, it's not a switch up because Never is technically a fantasy romance. I don't even know what you would call it. Magical realism romance. All of Elsie Silver's Chestnut Springs books are on Kindle Unlimited. So for you girlies who like a little Western romance, go check out the Chestnut Springs series. They're a lot of fun. Cowboys. Cowboy, take me away.
Yeehaw.
Ha ye. Save a horse. Save a horse. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I really feel like I need to start that because I've been seeing so much about it. Also, how many books are there in the
5?
I
Yeah.
think the newest one is voiced by Teddy Hamilton.
I think that's a different series.
Oh, is it a different series?
She has another series that is also on Kindle Unlimited.
Just
I think it's called Wild Love.
Yeah.
I think it's a billionaire romance, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Those 2 are also on Kindle Unlimited, and one of them was just released recently, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to say all because I don't know for sure, but I think most of Elsie Silver's are on Kindle Unlimited.
All right.
Very exciting. We all just recently finished this book. Well, I read it a while ago, but these two just recently finished this book. The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can't really say much about it. It's like got a little bit of a military kind of vibe to it. I mean, yeah.
Kind of gave a little bit of historical fiction vibes-ish. Almost, if this is a spoiler, you can cut it out. Almost kind of gave me Nightingale vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also like a dual timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're kind of getting like flash forward, flashback, but also different POVs,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun.
Yeah.
So to go along with Rebecca Yarros, though, she also, Fourth Wing is available on there now
It is.
on Kindle Unlimited. Not all of her books are on there, though, but I would say a good chunk of them. Like In the Likely Event is now on there. Actually, I think it's been on there from the get-go. The Last Letter, right?
Yes.
So I would definitely go to Kindle Unlimited before you pick up a Rebecca Yarros book if you have Kindle Unlimited. So
Good old Rebecca.
I don't know why it's so surprising to me that Fourth Wing is on there, but maybe it's because Iron Flame is not. So it's kind of like oh, you liked this on Kindle Unlimited? Now you got to buy the second book if you want to read it. So
I guess since Mikayla talked about Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, I don't know if all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, but The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab is also on Kindle Unlimited. And honestly, I think if I were to read that book now, because that was our second book club book, right? Was it a book club book?
Book club book before we started the podcast.
Oh, okay. My bad. I think I would enjoy that book a lot more now that I've read more books. And I think I enjoy it now more looking back on it than I did when I read it, if that
same.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Very... Would you say it has magical realism? Is it a fiction book? Would you call it a fiction? Like, it's almost fiction, historical fiction, romance. It kind of genre bends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you've read any of V.E. Schwab's books, you know her writing is a little bit more flowery, slow-paced. So if you go into it knowing that, I think you'll enjoy it. And I think a lot of people really like that book.
Yes.
I guess I could say what it's about, but you know.
I feel like you really can't though.
You can go read the synopsis if you want, but it was an interesting concept and very different from what I read. So
okay, another series that is on Kindle Unlimited is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read those quite a while ago. And they were so fun. So fun. And her second series it's not a continuation, but it kind of is at the same time. I think characters from the first series are going to be in the second series, but it's not from their point of views.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that book just came out in August. I haven't read that one yet, but I'm excited to kind of dive back into the Inheritance game world. Very fun. Puzzles, twists. What is it called when you have like words you have to figure out?
Riddles?
That's the word. I kept wanting to say rhymes, and I was like, rhymeths? Riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Riddles. Very fun. You know, a little bit of a love triangle kind of going on.
They're really rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
They're
They're really fun.
Yeah. They're a fun change of pace. So yeah.
Nice. All right, this was very exciting to me when I saw this. Abby Jimenez now has... I'm trying to pull up to see if all of her books are on there. If it's not all of her books, it's most of her books. Okay, it's not all of them. Yours truly, The Friend Zone, The Happily Ever After playlist, Life's Too Short, Worst Wingman Ever. Those are all on Kindle Unlimited.
So
and
it's The Friend Zone series that's on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm trying to write down like everything so I can
just kidding.
include...
Yours truly's also on there. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like,
stupid. Never mind.
Is yours truly
a part of your world?
Part of your world
Yeah.
series. Yeah, okay.
Just make sure that you read the other one first. Part of your world.
Read them in the right order.
Yeah. That was really exciting because I have only ever listened to Abby Jimenez's books. I've never physically read them. So now I'm trying to decide, because I have Life's Too Short on my fall TBR, if I should physically read it or listen to it. I mean, I've loved listening to them, so I kind of feel like I got to read her very last book, like listen to it. I can't decide what I'm going to do now. But also, Worst Wingman Ever, is a short story.
Yeah.
So that one you can listen to and read, and it's very cute. So if
really
you're needing
cute.
something to kind of fill your books to meet your reading goal this year, Worst Wingman Ever. It's a good one. Because you can read and listen to it. So
My next recommendation comes with a caveat, and the only reason I'm talking about it is because it's wildly popular on Book Talk. I personally did not love it, but I know so many people do. Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. It's about high schoolers who play rugby. And that's about all I can say. It's a cute... How do I describe it? It's a high school romance, but also it's extremely heartbreaking. I think for me, the reason I didn't love it was because they were in high school, but I do know there are so many people out there who connect with this series so much and love it so much. That's why I'm recommending it and talking about it, because I didn't know it was on Kindle Unlimited when I was reading it, and it would have been nice to know. So, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh.
It's really fun to listen to, too, because it takes place in Ireland. So they do have accents.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
love.
Sorry. We got sent actually the first 2 books in this series by the author, which was so nice of her, and I actually really liked them, and they're on Kindle Unlimited. It's Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tuli. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. They're really fun. It gives off vibes similar to like other books, but sometimes I feel like that's like kind of fun to kind of read a book and you're like, oh, this kind of is similar to this series. So it's fun. I haven't read the 3rd book yet, and I think that just came out this past year. But they're fun, kind of like shorter fantasy books. They're not super long, so which is kind of nice, and they're fun. I like it.
I need to read those. Once again, now that I know it's on Kindle Unlimited, it's that much higher in my TBR.
There's some books, or 2 books that I have read by Torre. You can listen and read them. The first one I read was The Good Lie. That one's kind of fun. It's like a murder mystery-ish. It's not like too creepy, so that's what I liked about it. And then the other one is Every Last Secret. And that one was kind of different. It's more of a just like these 2 wealthy feuding families that are neighbors, if I remember correctly, which was kind of fun, kind of like a drama. So if you're looking for any books that give off any of those vibes, Torre has a lot, like almost all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited for you to listen and read. So, and they're pretty short books too, which is really nice. So
my next recommendation is our book club book for September. So there's no excuse for you not to read it. I'm just kidding. But it is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. And I'm about 25% of the way in. And it's honestly pretty good. So it's about an assassin. And there's dragons. Love. Very fun. So join us in our book club this month. And read When the Moon Hatched on Kindle Unlimited. Or read it physically and break your wrist, whichever you prefer. Mikayla.
That's what I will be doing. Breaking my wrist.
It's just a whopping 700-page book. It's a thick boy.
I will say there's so many people that have messaged us or commented on our posts or on our Fable that have been like, I love that you guys are doing this as the book club book, so it like makes me read it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of surprised at how many people are joining us in reading it for this month. So it's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to start it. The only person that hasn't read the series is Reggie.
Oops.
But that's okay. I don't think it's like a pressing series. But now that you know, it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Move it on up.
It's the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black.
See, I have the physical books, so I'm like, I feel like I can't read it on Kindle. Doesn't mean I won't, though.
Okay, but girl math is that, like, yeah, you bought the books, but Kindle Unlimited is free. So it's okay if you read it on your Kindle.
True.
Or you could, like, I guess if you really don't want to read them physically, or if you don't love them and you read them on your Kindle, you could always donate it or give it to someone else.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah. They're pretty good. We've talked about those books a little bit on our podcast. And I feel like sometimes what you see on TikTok is a little bit deceiving of what the series is actually about. But I think if you just go into it like thinking, having no preconceived notions about it, you'll like it. So, yeah.
I think that's a series, if I went back and read it now, I would appreciate it a lot more, knowing what it is.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to... There's so many more I could share, but I'm going to go with a couple of these two together because they're by the same author. One of these I have not read yet, but I want to read it because I saw when I clicked on the description that it's going to be made into I think a Netflix series, Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Oh.
I haven't read that one yet. I think I've read almost all her books at this point. Mikayla's not a huge Taylor Jenkins Reid fan, but I really like her books for the most part. So I'm very intrigued to read that one since it's going to be made into a series, because Daisy Jones and the Six, not on Kindle Unlimited, but the TV show of that I thought it was very well done. So good. I sent Kennedy like a TikTok of it the other day. I'm like, wait, I actually want to watch that again. Very good. But she has, I think it's exclusively for Kindle Unlimited. I could be wrong. But it's called Evidence of the Affair. And it's a pretty short book. You can read and listen. I highly suggest listening to it because it is essentially letters back and forth between a wife and her husband's mistress's husband, and they're writing letters back and forth to each other. It's really cool, and there's kind of like a little twist to it. And so when she's like writing letters, it's like a voice for her and then a voice for him, and it goes back and forth. And it's a really quick listen too, which I really enjoy. So I really liked listening to that. It was really fun. So highly recommend that one, Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
That sounds really interesting. I feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing is either a hit or miss for me. I either really love it or I am like, ugh. So, but she's great. She's great. My last one is a recommendation for fall. I would say for me, it was an okay book, but it's a witchy romance. So why not read it in the fall? It's called The Ex Hex by Erin Sterling. I believe Mikayla has read this, right? Did you think it was pretty just okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit fun to listen to in like September, October.
Yeah.
Get yourself a pumpkin spice latte if that's your thing. Sit down and read The Ex Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just a witchy romance. It's set kind of in a small town. So it's like a cozy romance with witches. So check it out. It's for free.
Kindle Unlimited.
And here's the thing that I do like about Kindle Unlimited is sometimes I see books that I'm kind of very like, I don't know if I really want to buy this because I don't think I'm going to be absolutely obsessed with it. The Ex Hex being one of them, and it was for free on Kindle Unlimited. And so I said, why not? Why not?
Yeah. Well, and there's a few books that I've started on Kindle Unlimited, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come back to this book at another point, which sometimes I feel like when I do buy a book, I feel like I have to finish it because I bought it. Obviously, you're paying for a subscription with Kindle Unlimited, but it's nice because if you're like, maybe this isn't the right book for me right now, you can always go find another one to kind of like replace it, which is really nice. So I will say, as a Kindle girly, Kindle Unlimited is a must if you have a Kindle, in my opinion. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We will be linking all of the books that we talked about in the episode description. And I think we maybe need to put a story highlight of this on our Instagram because we've had a lot of people ask for recommendations. So head to our Instagram stories as well. And thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
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 Bye.